Hello, friends. Good afternoon. What's going on? Turn your cameras on if you want. We got some good stuff going. I'm going to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb so I'm not interrupted in sharing all this good news with you guys. We're going to give some shout outs here. One moment. If you guys wouldn't mind muting yourselves on the way in, I'm going to go ahead and get us also in the coaching blog so we can have this permanently in there so you guys can check it out more than once. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to mess with doing that now. I'm just going to download that later for us. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I am so freaking pumped that you guys are here. Thank you guys that are turning on your cameras. We're going to bang this session out because I know it's a beautiful day out. Some of you guys are doing some good work in the community today, showing houses today. Let's talk some numbers today. Can you guys see my screen? Dan, you're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Dan.
I can see your screen.
Do it.
Yeah,
So
this is going to be a good day.
this is going to be a real good day. So check this out. Okay, look at this. Year to date, if you guys can see my screen, we are up 22.8% in volume in closed side. So that means our volume is up, way up from 22.2 million last year, 27.3 million year to date. That's up 22.8% in volume. Our number of sides is up from last year, 85 to 90, up 5.9%, and that's also up from 2023. So you guys are going way, way up both years against both years. That's exciting to me. That's telling me you're doing more deals, you're doing a higher price point. Our average price point is up to 11.5%. So that means hopefully
Where's
okay,
that where's that damn thing?
a good friend in the background there. But look at your closed volume up 22.8%. That's huge. That is more revenue to everybody. Average sold price again up 11.3%. Now, here's what else is exciting to me. New listings. New listings up almost 20%. You're taking more inventory than you have. Your average volume in new listing, your average volume in new listings, 37.1 million. That's up 40%. You're taking higher price. You're taking better listings. Well, your average list price is up almost 20%. Guys, go ahead and mute yourselves on the way. That is absolutely huge. Now let's talk about your performance of your listings. Your average market time is down 34.3%. You're down to 36 days on market. Last year, you were at almost 2 months. This year, you're just over a month. 2023, your average time on market was 66 days. Your average sales price has gone up from 93.5% 2 years ago to 95% a year ago to 97% year to date so far this year. Where are we selling listings? Well, we're obviously in Chicago, also Woodstock, Hazel Crest, Palatine, and Yorkville. Our top zip codes 60637, 60618, 60649, 60619, 606 60098. What does that tell me? We're still doing a lot of business on the south side of Chicago. For an office of our size, we are dominating. We're going to continue to do that with some breaking news that I have for you tonight in your daily dose. So stay tuned for that. But your Chicago is not the only place we're doing business. We're obviously doing business in all the suburbs. It's curious to me. It's normally we will do stuff mostly in the south suburbs. Now we're seeing Woodstock, Palatine, Yorkville year to date. So we're going out of our usual areas. You guys are spreading your wings a little bit. I love that. let's talk about per agent. What's going on per agent? So let's talk about who is doing deals. All right, so year to date, pulling up the numbers. Wayne Beals is number one for volume at 1.825 million. So again, it's still February, but it's almost the end of February. Jamal Green, number two in volume, number one in number of units. He's actually sitting at a closing right now. I don't know if he's on with us. He said he might be. He won that award yesterday. You guys saw that email last night. Wayne has a huge amount of visibility right now with what he is doing with Green and Sustainable. Dave Piera. Some of you guys don't know Dave. Dave's an OG of EXIT Realty. He's been here almost as long. Well, he's been here longer actually than myself. He's been here almost as long as Dan Nolan. He's doing deals, so he's more of an investor. Michael Byer, Ursula, Dwayne Jefferson. Dwayne, we have not gotten to see or hang out with Dwayne in a while. Dwayne is back in the mix. Fatima on accountability every week. There you are, number 7 in total volume. Number of units, your total volume. You are number 3. You are number 3. So obviously, we are still early on in the year, guys. We are still early on in the year, but you're making some really good moves. We are the number 1 fastest growing EXIT Realty franchise in the entire 700 plus office system. We've hired or rehired over 40 agents since October 1st of last year. So that is huge. Fosta Smith is back. Some of you guys remember Fosta, a bunch of other people homecoming. My appointment calendar is filled with people wanting to talk to us. Some really cool folks from Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, Compass, App Properties, all over the systems. So it is really, really an exciting time to be here. There's
speakers.
more coming. There's going to be some exciting upgrades to our platform. We are really, really excited about these numbers. But obviously, you can't rest on your laurels. Not everyone is experiencing this at once. This market is very guys, please mute yourself until it's time for you to chat. You're going to have to stay focused because we don't know what's going to come next. We don't know what's going to come next in terms of the economy. We saw the stock market go wild down on Friday and yesterday again. We don't know what's going to go on with interest rates. So there's a lot of chaos in the market, but this is a safe space for people to come and build their business. And we really are building out our toolkit even further with what we're going to announce to you over the next 24 and 48 hours. And there's more leads in that as well. That E-team that we've been building out, closing over $30 million in volume between our 2 lead sources, we're now going to have a third. And yes, it starts with a Z. So that all being said, let's get into accountability for the week. Who wants to go first?
I'll jump in there. No, go ahead.
Oh, me?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I had a closing last week on Wednesday. I have a closing tomorrow, so I want to put out RSP postcards. And then I still want to be held accountable. I want to do CMA boxes. I have them all ready to go. I just have to send them to the printer. And then pens as well to go in those boxes. I have it all ready to go on Canva. And then I still need to schedule SFR.
Okay, so you still got to do your SFR class.
Yes.
And you're just sold postcards. By the way, guys, I was out yesterday. I didn't even get a chance to post them. I think I might have posted the video on my stories. I'm not even posting stuff to my main feed. I got to get on my social media game. That's part of my challenge this week and my accountability. Mary Petrie and I were at one of her listings yesterday. A just sold postcard got her that listing. Those postcards work if you do them right. So we may need another training on that this coming month. But again, Jennifer, thank you so much, not only for being here. Guys, remember, Jennifer's a part-time agent, still has a full-time career doing something else that she loves and is just rocking it. So Jennifer, congratulations on that. Let's get that SFR class done and those just sold postcards out.
Thank
And
you. In the meantime, is there anywhere I can look up on YouTube past things you've done with the RSP postcards, correct? I think I've I think I've seen it enough times, but just if I need something to reference.
that is actually great, leading me right into what I need to be held accountable for. I need to
Perfect.
be accountable for the March calendar, including just sold cards. They're just sold postcards. We will get a training for you on that because there's another vendor I want you guys to take a look at in addition to RSP Pro that's also doing some really good stuff. Either way, you just sold cards are working, guys. They are absolutely working. They always have worked, but you only if you do them a certain way, and I have that technique for you. So I'm going to jump into mine real quick. March calendar is going to be out for you guys. The full calendar, the whole month, not week by week like we've been doing, but back to the old pre-pandemic way where you could have the whole printed calendar. You knew it well in advance, so we can get a little bit more notice out to you guys. Same way with events, the consumer and realtor events are going to be out, announced. They're going to be in your newsletters ready. So in other words, your newsletters are ready, sitting in your inbox, ready to go. We are not playing around. We are not going to rest on this momentum. We got miles and miles to go. So that's what I'm working on this week. Jennifer, thank you for leading me into that. All right, who's next?
I'll go next. I want to be held accountable for bringing my listing live in Indiana in March.
Trudy, good to see you.
Hey, Nick.
I'm happy that you are on with us today. All right, so where's your listing at?
It's in Indiana.
She's going to list all of Indiana for us all by herself.
Oh, wait a minute. Now. I didn't say that.
I'm sorry. Go back. Let's be clear.
I'll have one listing live in Indiana in March and start the promotion. Dan will help me because I don't really know Indiana well, so he'll help me.
Great.
I got your back.
Thank you.
What city is that in?
What city is that, Dan? That's Sherrville, Indiana.
Oh, all right, you guys got to get to know. Come on, guys, you got to get to know these cities over there. All right.
I do.
Yeah, that's our home city.
Yeah.
Now, guys, by the way, so fun fact, we are starting to get more leads for Indiana. Dan, I actually have one for you down.
I already took care of it.
Because in Indiana, so it like all the leads flow to us. We're no dummies. It's like when I see an opportunity to grab something, that's a real opportunity for us. So, Trudy, congratulations on the new listing. Remember, all your exit tools and then all your exit strategy, your pool bonus tools work both in Indiana and Illinois. So there's some extra stuff, Trudy, for you in Wise Agent, etc., that feed out from the MLS. So great, good. Congratulations on your new listing. And then I know Tanya has a listing that Dan, did that just go under contract?
There were some complications that I discovered, and we are going to get it under contract, and we will get that closed. There was a little bit of a sideways move, but we got this one.
All right.
It's a short sale.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Huh. Going back
Done. But we'll get it. And the person who wrote the offer on that property, I believe worked out of Exit, maybe Burr Ridge, and is now with Remax, and he's starting to feel the Exit vibe again. So yes, people are coming back to Exit.
And he should probably come to Exit Strategy because Exit.
Yeah. You can put me down for have a talk with Nick. But yeah, we got a lot of people who are still interested. A lot of people who left in previous ownerships are starting to see that their businesses are not what they were promised. 100% brokerages are not happening as far as training and tools, and they all think that they gonna get it and they're gonna be okay with it, and it's like a big rug pull. I'm absolutely floored that he spoke up and said, "Yeah, I've been thinking about coming back." It's like, okay, revenue, let's go.
And then also when they come back, coming to us gives them our tools. Having
Oh,
said massive, massive piece of that. And you're going to see tomorrow, guys, please be on that session. Tabor, when are we on with Zenless? Is it 10 or 11 a.m.? It is tomorrow at 10 a.m. So bright and early tomorrow, 10 a.m. Ian Tabrin, along with a VP at Sotheby's and then some lady from Christie's auction. I'm like, we're flying high for this panel. I was talking about all things Zenless. So get on that Zenless panel discussion tomorrow, guys, because we have tools that nobody else has, or it's nobody else willing to pay for. That is huge. Dan, thank you very much. And then, honestly, Dan, just schedule a session with me, a one-on-one.
we'll
So,
squeeze one in. It'll be quick.
yeah,
And while we're, and just a quick word, if you have anything that may be outdated on your email signatures or any of your previous activities in other offices, it might be a good idea to update all those things that have changed since you made those marketing pieces. I am starting to see a couple more here and there's about, let's get our stuff together so that we actually have a real good front when people look at us.
and one of those things, guys, that we all need to probably do a social, like I call it a social media audit, a marketing audit of yourself. Look at your email signature. Go to my YouTube channel, and at the top, the cover picture has the North Avenue address still. And this is your
That's on the list, sir.
so the yeah.
I saw it. I have a list. It actually started a list and then a thought, and now I have. Well, we'll go through it with coaching.
I need a meeting with Amanda, just like some of you guys do, to get your social media audit done. And that actually probably would be a great transition into Vince V is on with us. Vince V and I are finalizing the lease on the new Joliet office space. It's going to be amazing and beautiful. That will obviously be another rebranding slash, like there'll be some marketing opportunities, etc. We're going to be in a period of transition, not only as an industry, but as an office group. We're blowing up, we're growing. There's going to be some moments where you're like, oh, shoot, I got to change this, I got to change that. That's why you have a graphic designer on staff that can change stuff out for you. Just get your stuff out there as long as it's IDFPR, Indiana, board compliant. Get it out there, and if it needs to be edited later, you can get it edited later. That's the bottom line is we just want to get you out there and visible, but a social media audit is great.
And if you think that it might not pass the sniff test, go ahead and send it to somebody who can take another look at it and just say, okay, well, compliance wise, you need to change this, this, and this, and then send it out. It could be that easy.
Both Dan and Lyle are, masters at the sniff test. Honestly, they're better than me at that because I am really trying to stay focused in coach mode. Like, how can I bring you more business, bring the company more deals? Compliance, I'm really going to lean in to Dan and to Lyle for compliance. So, and then also, obviously, Angela, Adriana, and Laura for compliance because those are the people on the back end that are watching, and helping Dan and Lyle get everybody safe and compliant. So as we grow and as this market continues to be chaotic, paperwork, don't be mad if Dan or Lyle come back to you. Obviously most of you work under Lyle. or Z. That's we're gonna come back to you and ask you, hey, do you mean to add that math up right on the listing contract? Like, do you mean to charge them blank percent? Just double checking sometimes things don't make sense. All right, who's next, guys?
I'll go. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Hi, Edna.
Hi, Nick. How's everyone? I'm working on hopefully picking up a listing next week, and I'm working with a buyer. Going to go back with this buyer and go over our plan again.
Perfect. All right, so new listing paperwork potentially on MLS.
Yes.
Where's the listing at?
On the west side, 53. I haven't 5300 West of Van Buren.
And that's actually starting to do more and more on the west side, guys. That west side, stay tuned. There's some things that we've got brewing over there on the west side, closer to Oak Park. So got some cool stuff coming up. And thank you very much, ma'am. I'm looking forward to seeing the listing, the paperwork, and the marketing around that. One more note on new listings. I was on yesterday on a Zoom with all of the C-suite of EXIT, along with the technology team. They are working on, in the expert marketing suite, getting you more resources. So when you take a new listing, there'll be more options in there. So like a flyer that fits for Instagram, or like a new listing or an open house, some more things to do with the expert marketing suite. We're looking at it more like it'll feel a little bit almost like you have Canva right automatically popping out of your list, like a templated thing. So we're on it. We are really we're leaning heavy into the tech team right now. All right, who's next?
Hey
Vince.
guys, where am I? Oh, um, now that I think that the transition's finally over and we're moving forward with the office over here. I think I want to try to start scheduling some new events for the office, like try to get some more realtors and everything over there. Maybe some kind of like consumer education events, like realtor open house training type of things or whatever, just try to really get more people into the office one way or another, whether it's a consumer or a realtor. But that's something I've been probably slacking on for the last few months, but with good reason, right? So I think now it's time to really turn it on and get to it, right? Like you know um, spring's here, right? So, what better way to kick things off than, rolling out some cool events for everybody?
Summer season has started already.
Yes. Yeah, guys. I mean, the weather.
How come I lost the sound? Do you guys have sound? I lost.
I don't know. I put it on.
Nick, come back.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Vince, thank you so much for all, guys. Vince has put a huge amount of work into this Joliet, this space issue. And it wasn't really an issue, it was an opportunity for us. And again, that's kind of like what Cassandra Steen's done, trying to love on Cottage Grove's office space. And what Kelly's done, and Shaheen and Emily, in the Skokie space. We got to love on our office spaces, and we got work to do with our office spaces, but that requires revenue. We need to sell more houses. The events and the office spaces look cute. So this all flows around revenue. So this is why we're on accountability today. So Vince, I'm all in with you. You've got the list of the 2,500 producing agents around that area, right? Yeah. So he's got them. So we need to start blasting a list out. Vince, you and I will work together hand in hand on that.
Count me in.
Awesome. Who's next?
I'll go, Nick. It's Cheryl. I don't know, my camera, maybe it doesn't want to show you my face today. I don't know. I did shower though, so, and worked out. So I'm accountable for that today. Started off great. So I got two accepted offers on Sunday. So like about $1.1 million under contract on Sunday. It was a good Sunday fun day. Currently have about 2.1 in sales just pending out there. So yes. And surprisingly, my listing, the one that's 619.9, I woke up to an email like this person wanted to write an offer, and I'm like, I need to get some coffee. But they actually came in $10,000 over. So we have a call after this. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Want to pick your brain. I also, so that's something I wanted to be accountable for because the market's been all over the place. We had a call like 2 weeks ago too. So you know, it's either you're getting what you want or getting over, or you're not getting what you want when it comes to listings. That's kind of what I'm seeing, at least in this area. So now I need to focus on generating some new business because it's all just kind of sitting out there waiting to be closed. I also have to do my SFR class with Jen. So that's one thing I definitely need to be accountable for. And we'll talk a little bit more on our call too, but I'm really going to just start marketing my neighborhood because there's homes that are sitting and clearly I can get them under contract. So our agents aren't doing something right.
May I make a suggestion, guys? Go to every single one of your past clients with a CMA, a market analysis. We are getting, so I think Tabron's on with us right now. Talk to your people that lease their place out. Tabron and I have a deal that you'll see will pop up on West Jackson that literally is going to go say sold before print. We have a deal that we're putting together that we literally, it was a place that we couldn't sell. It leased out. Somebody reached out to us. We reached out to our owner. I did a market analysis for the owner. I said, hey, would you still sell this? Put it under contract. So talk to your past clients. Send them an unsolicited cloud CMA anyway, but just check in with them. Check in, see how everybody's doing. Do they want to go buy a place, rent a place, invest? Make sure they're on Zenlist. All of that. So talk to all your past clients. Check in with everybody. Everybody's talking about real estate right now. They don't know what they want to do, but you need to check in. If you don't check in, somebody else will. Who's next?
I'll go, Nick. Hey, everybody. It's Eliza. I had a real good meeting today with Carolyn, and so I plan on reaching out to and contacting at least 10 owners by Friday to see if they need help with renting out some of their units.
And that's a great strategy. What type of owners are you? How are you targeting those owners?
I'm doing a search going back to I'm going to do a search going back 3 months, and then I might stretch it out further for 6 months. Just going through, let's see, I guess the canceled listings and checking in with those owners to see if they need help with renting them out.
Liza, you're going back 9 months.
9 months is what I meant to say.
You might want
9 months. You want to go find those people who need a renter in May. And you're going to go compete with the other agents.
Yes, that's
You
what I'm
might
doing.
want to go even further back because they're starting to get warm that this might be their last opportunity at top dollar. So continue to work your expireds and your withdrawns. They're getting warm. It wasn't the right time, but now it is.
Guys, you should have, and again, Eliza, I'm glad that you connected with Caroline. Caroline and Tabron and Helen are doing I call it God's work, hardcore prospecting out there. There are expireds, there are canceleds going on every day. You should have your own little market activity report on the MLS. You should be sitting there parked on the MLS looking at what's expired, not only today, but go back a year. Remember what I just told you about this place that I rented out. We rented it out 10 months ago. So that conversation was a 10-month-old conversation. I had to go back in dot loop and even figure out where this was to say, hey, your lease is almost up. Would you consider selling this time around? The market has changed. The market outlook has changed. So good, good, good. Thank you, Eliza. Who's next? Did we go through everybody?
Yeah, I'll go next. Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, sir.
Yeah, so my accountability last time was at least 25 I believe I said 25 leads for buyers. This time I just want to try and have at least 6 scheduled closings between April and May.
Okay, well, how are you going to, so that's great. We would love that. How are you going to get there? How are you going to do that? So accountability, I really want to focus in on how are you going to, that's a goal. What you just, what is the dollar productive activity that's going to get you to that goal?
Okay, so I've been thinking about just going to random places and just like stores or a mall and just handing out business cards, talking to people. So I would say at least do 2 of those a week. And I'm not sure on the other strategies.
So Laban, let's do this. Let's do a coaching session. I want to put together a formal business plan with you. So coaching session with Nick for business plan and a prospecting strategy. Because I want to really make a little bit more of a concrete plan with you where we can say, okay, I'm going to go to this area and talk to people in this, because I think I love guerrilla marketing. That's how I built my business putting flyers on windshields and stuff like that. That stuff still works, but I want a strategy around it. And also, like, that should be one part of your piece. What else is out there, like in terms of what's your database? Who do you already know? How's your, social media? What areas you're going to farm? So let's get a coaching session together ASAP.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Thank you. And then who is next? Scared you guys off.
Really quick, I'm on the train, but I'm working with 6 buyers and I'm trying to find absent sellers that are willing to sell their properties.
Absentee owners, the team up, always a rock star.
Bing, 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 bing.
Right, Dan? Bing, 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 bing. Absentee owners, prospecting.
I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but I just had a conversation with a couple of investors who are looking to do blind offers.
Yeah, what do you mean by blind offers?
Remember IH days?
Yeah. Yep. Invitation homes.
Same thing. Same thing. It expires in a week and it drops off the list. It's just something that I was asked to do, and I'll probably do another one now.
There are people out sending weird. I had these scavenger sale lots that I purchased, at the tax sale, the scavenger sale that sat on the market for, I think they were on the market for 6 months. I got an offer on one, which me and Suman and John Zippers accepted. And then now I got an offer in, like, this guy didn't even offer one. He goes, "What else do you have? I'll buy this and a bunch more." I'm like, I think people are starting to pull their money out of the stock market. That's a sign. Look what Warren Buffett's doing, guys. Warren Buffett's pulling money out. The stock market may be overheated. That traditionally means they start pumping it back into real estate, among others.
It's now rotated out of risk and into safety, and safety is in gold in real estate.
And that's where we live, guys. Well, did we miss anybody?
Put me on the. Can you put a follow-up list on mine? follow up with John Zimmer's. He reached out the other day, and I reached back, and I'd like to find out what's in his mind.
Perfect. Yep. Yep. He is out and about. So he's good. You guys had good listings coming up. Some of you guys have been meetings with me. All right, guys. Did I miss anybody? Cheryl, I will be talking to you on the phone shortly here for coaching. Laura was on as a guest today. Thank you, Laura, for onboarding everyone.
Yay, Laura!
Yes. And give this staff a round of applause. Man,
I gotta tell you,
they have stuck with us through, all this transition and all this mess of the industry. And, growth sometimes has challenges. There's going to be moments where you're frustrated or you see something that you're like, oh man, it wasn't like that before. Well, guess what? That's how you win is you grow and you transition up. We are growing up. We're not just growing to be bigger, we're growing to be better. So thank you guys very, very much for being here today. This has been recorded. I'll post it in the coaching blog shortly. Have a great bounce your afternoon and get outside and enjoy this weather. I'm going to for a little bit.
my motorcycle is calling my name.
I might go run in the lake. Don't tell anybody because somebody
Get to it. Get her done.